The issue of insecurity is suffocating the people right now, and most times we hear government officials talk about negotiating with bandits or terrorists. How can we make any meaningful progress with insecurity in terms of economic development?
I get surprised when I say maybe it's wrong, I was out of the country and I saw people that look like bandits to me with their rocket launchers having a conversation. I said, well, there they are, arrest them, and they finish
with the
the
government
meeting.
officials.
Yes, I was astonished. I'm hoping it's not really true.
It is.
Yeah, and so, because I said, well, there they are, arrest them right now, but nobody did. They finished and
Walk back into the forest.
And also, I'm curious how you kidnap or you what do they call, seize 300 kids from a school, 100 kids, and you walk them or you bus them or to where? In this country, we don't know where they are. It's mind-boggling to me. And then we carefully rescue them, because I say carefully because nobody is injured. So
Nobody's arrested.
Nobody is arrested. Nobody was pursued. We saw nobody running, and so we need to work. It's an area we need to be a little bit more serious in that regard, because you can't have, because the people are not sure. You see, if I was sure that okay, person gets kidnapped or whatever, this is how they are going to rescue them. Something is going to happen, and I think it will work better. I think we can do it, and that's why I'm happy to hear about the collaboration with the United States. Because they have the capital, the physical capital help us, especially with intelligence and other things like that. So, I mean, I've always, I gotta say it, I've favored a stronger relationship with the United States as a matter of pursuing our political economy. The reason being that we have our brothers there. We have a large contingent of Nigerians that are fairly successful there. Then we have African Americans, the foundational brothers that were taken from here centuries ago into the United States, and we're not engaging them enough. So we have a natural relationship with the United States, and I think that it's not just in Nigeria that Africans are not exploring, let alone exploiting. So I think that we need to do more there, because why? Because they have capital. And we need to find a way to share ideas and share some of that capital. And I think that they're in reality waiting for us. You have a very large brigade of African Americans, foundational African Americans, that are waiting to work with us. And they bring us into the wider community. And they were able to share resources. But instead, I see as we drift towards some other countries that I don't think quite have that potential. And this is from a very analytical perspective. So I'm talking practically, just practical things that should be done. We need to strengthen our relationship with African Americans. These people, I have the greatest respect for African Americans more than any group of black people in the world. And I say it publicly, because of what they have been through and been able to be as successful as they are. It is incredible. It is immense what they have done. And I think we need to work together to help to change the world, to make Africa a little bit more productive. We need to have that alliance in a productive way, working even with the larger American community. And I think there's a lot. This will have to be deliberate, and there has to be a lot of intentionality in this, from a policy perspective, and also from community-based perspective to try to do this. You don't see much of that happen. Things don't just happen because you wish them. You got to take action, and I don't think that we are doing that.
And of course, let's look at the power dynamics that is changing in Rivers State now, with the governor moving to the APC. How do you see the whole coloration of political development in Rivers State?
Okay, well, in the old days, I used to say that I'm not into politics, but I don't say that anymore in the sense of discussing politics, because it's affecting the people. So I'm an active observer of what's happening in the state, and from time to time, I try to make my suggestions to our leaders. There are leaders in the state, and I respect them, and I'm hoping that they are working towards the good of the people. I think that River State is far behind Lagos right now. There was a time I thought that, Rivers, Port Harcourt, for example, let's say, was somewhere in competition with Lagos. But I'm not going to go to Eagle Square and shout that now. I think that Lagos is way ahead. Lagos is just doing extraordinary things, and I'm very proud of the leadership in Lagos. It's very good, and the president did a fantastic job when he was governor of Lagos. I think he laid a good foundation that the people have built on. So they're doing good. In my state, I think we could do better. We have all the resources to do better. We're just there like Lagos by the ocean. We can have fish trawling all over the place. We are now doing it. We've got 2 refineries. We've got 2 seaports. It's just incredible resources all over the place. But the focus has been too much on who is going to be what politically, and I think that that's what it is. And if I had the opportunity of sitting with people, I would say to them that what is important is the human beings, is the citizens of the state, for them to be in a position where they can be more, a little bit more proud of themselves as being productive. What makes you proud is not the things you can destroy, it's not who you can defeat, it's not who you can beat down, but who you can lift up. So if a leader should be looking at how they've lifted up the people, how the people are doing much better now than before. So it doesn't really matter to me what party a governor person goes to, if they think that that's where they're going to get their political advantage, to do something good for the people. If it is to do something good just for themselves, then I'm not so sure that that's a very good thing for the people, because you are a leader for the people. So I'm believing that the governor is a sharp guy, that he is looking for where he thinks he can be more useful to the people of River State. And I talked to a couple of the members of the State Assembly. They're very sharp guys in our State Assembly. And I'm hoping that, and I've often asked them, the ones I talk to work with the governor as best as they can. And now they're in the same party for the most part. So I'm hoping that all of that leads to working for the people of River State and the people of the country. You see, you want your state to be a star. Look at Lagos. So people can come from other parts of the country to your state and do business with you. That's what you want. You want people, look at New York. Look at people from everywhere, Toronto, all these different places, London. What makes those countries, those states, those cities fantastic is their attraction. They attract the best in the world. So you want a River State that is attracting the best that the world has to offer, starting with Nigeria. We want the best from Katsina, from Lagos, from Owerri, from everywhere. That's what you want, to come into River State, and when they come, they realize that there's a standard that you have to keep, and they are here to help lift the standard. That's what President Trump is trying to do in the United States. He wants the best. And if you're somebody that's going to bring his country down, he doesn't want you. So let's build a River State that the people of the world would admire and that is attractive.